I don't know if she put the battery in the right way. Hang on. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, testing, testing. You're good there, Ben? What time is it, please? Okay. Well, we'll get started with the preliminary announcements regarding the sale. Just draw your attention to the conditions of sale. As usual in the catalog, all lots sold whereas as is. There will be an applicable buyer's premium on each lot and additional taxes on top of that as well.
Is your speaker on?
It should be, Richard. I'll look at you, and if you can't hear me, Dan will give you a nudge. So put your wine in your left hand so that you don't spill. I imagine we're going to go through this fairly quickly. There is activity through our internet presence, and I will be sure to be paying attention to all of the bidders in the room. Are we good to go?
Well, we still have a couple of minutes.
Okay, so we'll just wait. Well, I'm just getting the housekeeping taken care of. So. So, good evening and welcome to this very special sale of Canadian silver. This is the most unique sale of Canadian silver since the sale in 1979. We're very pleased to bring it to you. It is a very unique opportunity to acquire some pieces, some of which are truly national treasures. And we will be beginning shortly with lot 1001. Are we ready to go? We're live, and so let's go with, this is lot 1001. This is the we're good? So, lot 1001, the slide, please. There we have, this is the hand-engraved Chief of Police badge from the City of London in Canada West, and we'll start this lot off at $300. I'm bid $300 at the desk. I've got $350 and $375 asking. I've got $350 bid at the desk and asking $375. I have $350 bid at the desk and asking $375. At $350, asking $375. At $350 then, at the desk at $350, fair warning at $350, and that's with you at $350. Are we still going?
Yeah, I tried to get one of the last one.
Okay, so we're still going then at $375, $400 now, $425, $450, $475. At $475 then, the bid is there online at $475. Are we all through now at $475? And selling to the online order at $475. That's to paddle 3000. Next, 1002. This is the Pierre Poulin & Son child's bracelet, a unique piece again, hand engraved with the little panels showing the storybook figures, and we'll begin this lot at $200. At $200, I have, thank you, and asking $225. At $200 bid online at $200 and asking $225. At $200 bid online asking $225. at $225, at $200, asking $225. We all through then at $200, and fair warning at $200, and that's at $200 to paddle 3,000. And lot 1003, this is the first of several snuff boxes, a 19th century Quebec example, and we'll begin this at $300. Look for no big bid at...
Let's just take it slow because it's not even 6 o'clock yet.
Oh, is it not? I thought we were at 6.
It's not, so let's just, like, take it nice and slow.
Okay. So this is a fine example, and interesting in that the name engraved on it is a lady's name. So obviously ladies took snuff as well. And here we go, and we'll start this lot at $300. $300 I have at the desk and asking $325 now. At $300 bid at the desk, asking $325. At $300 bid at the desk, asking $325. Any advance on that bid? Call fair warning, and that's at the desk at $300. And lot 1004, the very unusual silver gilt dog collar, and this is from Toronto, and we will begin this at opening bid at $300. I have, thank you, at $300, asking $325 now. Bid is there, $325 is in, and asking $350. At $325 bid and asking $350, $350 is in, asking $375. At $350 bid and asking $375 is in and asking $400. At $375 and asking $4. At $375, $4 is bid now and asking $425. At $400 bid and asking $425. $425 is in and asking $450. At $425 bid and asking $450 now. $450 is in and asking $475. At $450 bid and asking $475 now. $475 is in. Next bid is $500. At $475, still at the desk at $475 and asking $500. At $475 is in. Next bid's $550. At $500 bid and asking $550 now. At $500 asking $550. $550 is in and asking $6. At $550 bid and asking $600. At $550 and asking $6. $6 is in now, asking $650. At $600 bid, asking $650. At $600, asking $650. $650 is in, asking $700. At $650 bid, asking $700. Will we have any advance on $650? We do. $700 is in now, asking $750. At $700, asking $750. At $700 now, asking $750. Any advance on $700? Call fair warning now at $700 and selling online at $700. Sold $700. Paddle 3,000. And lot 1005, a very unique child's mug, again from Pierre Poulin in Quebec, and this one in the form of this wonderful little barrel beaker. And we'll start this off at $250 bid. At $250, I have $250 and asking $275. $275 I have and $300 and asking $325. $325 is in and $350 and asking $375 now. $375 is bid in the room. I have $375 bid in the room and asking $400 now. At $375, the bid is in the room at $375. At $375, any advance on $375? And selling now in the room at $375. Fair warning, sold $375 to paddle $695. And lot 1006 is the William Stennett snuff box, and an unusual item to have for this maker, mostly flatware found, and we've got Andrew bidding at $200, thank you, and asking $225 I have in the room, and asking $250 I have, and $275. $275 is in the room, $300 against, $325 now. I have $325 and $350 against, and $375 asking. I have $350 online, asking $375. At $350, the bid is online at $350, with the online bidder at $350. Any advance on $350? And selling now, the online bidder at $350, and sold at $350 to paddle $3,000. And 1007 is the Gustavus Seifert mustard pot, unusual in Canadian silver, and we'll start this off at $200. Link for no bid at $2. $2 is at the desk, thank you, and asking $225 now. $225 is in the room. I have $225 in the room, asking $250. At $225 in the room, $250, $275. $275 I have, and $3 asking. I've got $275 in the room, asking $300. at 275. The bid is with me in the room at 275. Any advance on 275? And selling now at 275. Fair warning, sold 275, and that's the paddle 695. And lot 1008, this is the William Norris Venning Marrow Scoop, and we will begin this lot at $250. I have 250 in the room, asking 275. 275 I have at the desk, asking 300, and 25, and 50. I have 350, and 75, and 400. I have 400 in the room with my bidder at $400, asking 425. At $400, the bidding is with me in the room at 400. Any advance on $400? It's with me in the room at 400 and calling fair warning now at 400, 425, sorry, back in just at the last moment, 450, 475. It's still with me in the room, my original bidder at 450, asking 475. At $450 then, I'm calling fair warning now and selling in the room at 450, 475 still, 500. It's back to you at $550 if you like. It's with me still, my original bidder in the room at $500. At $500, again, calling fair warning and selling in the room at $500, and sold this time at $500 to the buyer in the room. Paddle is $900. And lot 1009 now. This is the first of several drinking vessels. This is the George Savage & Son, lovely heavy one. And we've got bids. Andrew's in at 350, asking 375, 375, and 4, and 25, and 50, and 75, and 5, and 50. I have 500 at the desk, at 500 asking 550 now. I have 550. New bidder in the room with me, 6 against, 650, 700. 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, 1,000, 1,100. At $1,000, it's at the desk at $1,000, asking $1,100 now. At $1,000 then, at the desk, any advance on $1,000, and selling with the order at the desk at $1,000, sold $1,000. That's the paddle 3,000. And lot 1010 now. This is the first of the soup ladles. This is the Joseph Sassville, and we will begin this at $300. At $300 I have at the desk, asking $325 now. $325, $350, $375, $400, $425, and $50, and $75. I have $475 in the room at $475 and asking $500 now. It's with me in the room at $475. At $475, the bidding is with me in the room at $475. We'll ask if there's going to be any advance on $475. At $475 then, call fair warning at $475, and sold in the room at $475, and that's the paddle $695. And 1011, this is the William Stannett little mug. Lovely example here with the cast and chased border. And we'll start this off. Teresa, you're in at? Sorry, at 200, I have $200 bid there at the desk at 200, asking 225 now. At $200 at the desk, asking 225. At $200, the bid is with Teresa at $200 at the desk, asking 225. Any advance at 200? 225, thank you, and asking 250. The bid is there at the desk at 225 and asking 250 now. At $250 the bid, thank you very much, and asking 275 now. Bid is all the way there at the desk at 250, asking 275. Any advance on $250? At 250, at 250 then, fair warning at 250, and selling to your order at 250, sold. 7013, thank you. And 1012 now, this is the two early tablespoons here, and we'll begin this lot at $150. I have 150 at the desk and asking 175 now. At $150 bid and asking 175. You're in at 150, asking 175. At $150 then, asking you're in at 175. I've got 175 now, same bidder at 175 and asking 200. At $175, asking 2. Are we all through then at $175? Call fair warning at 175 and sold 175 to paddle 3,000. And 1013. This is the first of the pieces by Robert Cruickshank. This is the rare baptismal ewer, and we've got Parisi, you're in at $600. I have 650, asking 700, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, $1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300. At $1,200, I'm in the room at $1,200 and asking $1,300 now. At $1,200 with me in the room at $1,200 and asking $13. At $1,200 with me in the room at $1,200. Fair warning then at $1,200, sold at $1,200, and that's to paddle 695. And 1014 now, this is the Robert Cruickshank bowl. And I see Parisa waving her hand. You're in at 1,300, 1,400, asking 1,500. I've got 14, 15 is bid already, asking 16. At 1,500, 16 in the room at 16 and asking 17. At 16 in the room and asking 1,700. At 16 with me, 17 now, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000. 2,000 I have in the room at 2,000 and asking 2,200. At $2,000 bid in the room and asking 22. 22 with Parisa at 2,200, asking 24. At 24 in the room with me, asking 26. At 2,400, asking 26 now. 26 again online. 28. 3,000 is next. Are you in at 3,000? I've got 28 in the room. 3,000. New bidder. Andrew's in at 3,000, asking 3,200. At 3,000. 32. 32 is at the desk. 34 now at the desk. At 3,400 at the desk, asking 36. At 3,400, 36 is bid. That's still at the desk, still going. At 3,600, asking 38. At 3,600, 38 is in. 4,000 is next. At 3,800, 4,000 is next. At 3,800, asking 4,000. At 3,800, with Parisa's order at 38, I'm going to call fair warning, 4,000 to the telephone now. At $4,000, the bid is at the telephone at 4,000. At $4,000, 42 against, 44 is next. At 42, asking 44. 44 I have. 46 is next. At 4,400, it's with Jeff's order on the telephone at 44, asking 46. 46 against now. 48 is next. At 46 then, it's with Parisa's order at 46, asking 48. I'm calling fair warning at 4,600. At 4,600 then, fair warning, and selling now. Sold to your order, Parisa. 7,000. Thank you. And 1015 now. This is the little cream jug. Again, an 18th century example by Robert Cruickshank. I've got Andrew in at 600, asking 650 now. At $600 bid and asking 650. 650, asking 700. 700. 750 is next. I have $700 bid, asking 750. At 750. 800. 850 asking. I've got Andrew's bid at 800 and asking 850. 850. 900. 950 is next. At $900 bid online, I've got $900 bid. 950, 1,000 now, asking 1,100. $1,000 is bid and asking 1,100 now. At $1,000 to the desk at $1,000, asking 1,100. At 1,100 against, 12 is next. At $1,100 now, asking 12. $1,100 then, I'm going to call fair warning now at 1,112 again, still with the same bidder. Thank you. At $1,200, 13 now, 14 is next. At 1,300 at the desk at 1,300. Are we all through now at $1,300 and call fair warning and selling at 13? At 1,300, fair warning then, selling to Parisa's order. Sold $1,300. 7026. Thank you. And 1016 is this interesting soup ladle, again by Robert Cruickshank, and we've got bids at $350. Look at the desk at $350 bid, asking $375 I have in the room, and $400 and $25 and $50 and $75 and $5 and $50. I have $550 in the room, asking $6. At $550 in the room and asking $600 now. At $550, asking $600. At $550, asking $6. Are we all through at $550? I'll call fair warning then. It's with me in the room at 550. Sold at 550, and that's the paddle 695. And 1017 now is the Cruickshank tablespoon, and we'll begin this lot at $150. Andrew's in at 150, asking 175. At $150 bid and asking 175. At $150 bid, asking 175. Any advance on that opening bid of 150. At $150, fair warning, and selling now at 150, and sold at 150 to paddle 3000. And 1018 now is this lovely little Robert Cruickshank beaker, and we've got bids at 600. I'm at 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900. I've got 900 in the room now. 900, 950, $1,000, 1100. 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600. I've got 16, 17. No, 16 is with me in the room. At $1,600, the bid is here with me in the room at 1600. At $1,600. At $1,600, any advance at 16. At $1,600, there, brand new bidder, 1700, 1800, 19 is next. Still with me in the room at 1800. Still my original bidder in the room at 18 and asking 19 now. At $1,800, I'm going to call fair warning now at 18 and be selling at 1800. Fair warning. 1900, sorry. 2000 back to my bidder in the room. The next bid is 2200. Still with me in the room at $2,000, asking 22. At $2,000. At $2,000, and again, I'm going to call fair warning now and selling in the room at 2,000, fair warning at 2,000, and sold at 2,000. And that's to paddle number 695. 1019 now is the trade silver cross, and we'll begin this at $1,200. At $1,200, I've got $1,200 at the desk and asking 13. At $1,200 bid and asking 13. At $1,200 asking 13. At $1,200, that is at the desk at $1,200. Any advance on $1,200? At $1,200 then. 1,400, thank you. I seem to have jumped a couple there, but that's fine. I've got you in at 14 and asking 1,500. I saw two hands go up. I'm assuming that's Parisa's order at 14. At $1,400, at 14, asking 15. At $1,400, then are we all through with that order at 14, going to the desk at 1,400, sold $1,400, Parisa. 7013. Thank you. And 1020 is the Robert Cruickshank sauce ladle, and we'll begin this at $150. Link for an opening bid at 150. 150, 150 I have at the desk, asking 175. At $150, the order is at the desk. 175 I have in the room and asking $200 now. At 175, the bid is with me in the room, asking 200. At 200 I have, and 25, and 50 if you like. I have 225 in the room and asking 250 now. At 225 is my bidder in the room at $225. At 220, 250, 275, and 3 if you like. Still with my bidder in the room at 275 and asking 3. At $275, asking 3. Are we going to have any advance on 275? And it will be selling with me in the room at 275. Fair warning, sold 275. Paddle is 184. And 1021 now, this is another sauce ladle. This one is by James Godfrey Hanna, and we'll begin this modestly at $100. I have $100 bid at the desk, thank you, and asking 125 now. Bid is there at the desk at 125, asking, sorry, at 125, thank you, and asking 150 now. At $125, asking 150. At 125, bid there at the desk at 125, and selling now with Andrew's order at 125. Sold 125, paddle is 3,000. And 1022 now. This is the unusual condiment spoon by Francis Bolle, and we'll begin this at $100. I've got a bid here in the room at 100 and asking 125 now. I have a bid here at 100 with me in the room at $100 asking 125. At $100, any advance on the opening bid of $100, it's going to be sold then at $100 unless I see an advance, call fair warning, and selling in the room at $100 and sold for $100, and that's the paddle 900. And 1023 is the Little Picks by Francois Sasseville, and we will begin this at, I've got Andrew in at $225, thank you, and asking $250 now. At $225 at the desk and asking $250. At $225 bid online and asking $250 now. At $225 there, the order's at the desk at $225. Any advance on $225 and selling then at $225 and sold $225 to paddle 3,000. And 1024 now is the Robert Hendry Holy Water Font, and Andrew's in at $550 asking $600. I've got $550 bid and asking $6 now. At $550 and asking $6. At $550 and asking $6. At $550 asking $6. At $550 asking $600. Any advance on $550? That's with Andrew's order at $550 and selling to the desk now at $550. Fair warning, sold $550. Paddle is 3,000. And 1025. This is the Jean-Nicolas Amiot Porringer. Lovely piece, and we'll begin this at $1,000. Looking for an opening bid. I have 1,000 in the room. Thank you. Asking 1,100. Bid is here. 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At 1,700, you're in at 17 and asking 18 now. I have 1,700 in the room and asking 1,800. It's with me in the room at 1,700. 18 on the phone. 19 is bid. 2,000 is next. I have 19 in the room with me at 1,900 and asking 2,000. At 1,900 asking 2,000. With my bidder, original bidder in the room at 19, 2,000 on the telephone. New bidder against you at 2,000. Asking 2,200 would be the next bid. At $2,000 is with Jeff's phone bidder at $2,000. At $2,000 on the telephone with Jeff's order. Are we all through now? At $2,000, call fair warning and selling to the phone at $2,000. Sold $2,000.
1002.
Thank you. And 1026 now. This is the Amiot Brandy Warmer, which had been on loan to the National Gallery of Canada and published in a book on Amiot. And we've got opening bid there at $3,000. I have $3,000 bid. Asking $3,200. 32 I have. 34 is next. At 32, asking 34. At 3,200 is with me in the room. Asking 34. At 34, 36. 36 is with me in the room. Asking 38. At 38, 4,000. 4,000 I have. At 4,000, the bid is with me in the room at 4,000. It's with me in the room. 42 back. 44 is next. It's at the desk now at 4,200. It's gone back to the desk. The bid is there with Parisa at 4,200. Asking 44. Are we all through now? And it will be selling to the desk at 4,200. And fair warning. Sold, Parisa, your order at 42. Okay, and lot 1027 now. This is the Laurent Amiot pattern. And we will start this at $300. I've got $300 bid, thank you, and asking $325 now. At $300, the bid is at the desk at $325 and asking $350. At $325, asking $350. At $300, asking $325. So the bid is there at the desk at $300. Any advance on $300 and going to the desk at $300 and fair warning and sold at $300 to paddle 3,000. And 1028 is the Laurent Amiot soup ladle. Magnificent example. I've got an opening bid here in the room at $500 and asking $550 now. I have $500 here on my left at $500 and ask $550, $600, $650, $700, $750, $800, $850, $900, $950, $1,000, $11, $12, $13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At $1,700 on my right at 17 and asking $1,800. At $1,700, we're going to have any advance on $1,700? At 18 back in. 19 is to you if you like. At 19, next bid would be $2,000. I have 19 on my right at 19, asking 2,000. We're all through now. Any advance on 1,900 and selling with my bidder in the room at 19. Fair warning at 19. Sold 19, and that's to paddle 695. And 1029 is this magnificent Amiot beaker, cylindrical beaker, beautifully gilded inside. We'll begin this at $600. I have 600 at the desk, asking 650 now. I have 650, 700, 750. I've got 750 with me in the room, asking 8 at 750, asking 800. It's on my right at 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, $1,000, 1,100, 1,200. At $1,100, then on my right at 1,100, in the room with me at 11 and asking $1,200 now. At $1,100, the bidders with me in the room, 1,200, new bidder online, 13. 14 to you if you like. Still with me and my original bidder at 1,300, asking 14 now. At $1,300, the bid is with me in the room at $1,300, asking 14. At $1,300, do we have any advance on 13? And selling, my bidder in the room, fair warning to you all, and selling, sold 1,300, and that's to paddle 695. And Amiot, this is lot 1030. This is the Amiot child's mug, and an identical mug is in the Amiot book. It's not this one, but it's similar. And again, start me off at $500. Looking for an opening bid at 5. 5 I have in the room, and 50, and 6, and 50, and 7. At $700 is with me in the room at $700, asking $750 now. At $700 is with me in the room at $700, at $700, at $700. Any advance on $700? At $700 then, calling fair warning and selling at $700. Sold $700, and that's to paddle 695. And 1031, this is the Frederick Delisle ladle, and we will begin this at $250. At $250, at $250. It's at the desk at $250, asking $275. At $250, asking $275. At $250 then, any advance on $250? And that's at $250, sold to the desk. Thank you. And lot 1032 now. This is a lovely group of 12 dinner forks by Francois Delagrave, and we'll begin these at $400. Andrew's in at 4. $425 I have in the room, and 50 if you like. It's $425 here, asking $450. At $425, $450 I saw here on my left. At $450, who's in at $475, and 5, and 50, and 6, and 50, and 7, and 50. At $700 at the back of the room at 7, asking $750, $750 new bidder at $750, 8 I have, and $850. I have $800 at the back of the room and asking $850 now. At $800, $850, $900 I have, $950 is the next bid. Still with me at the back of the room at $900, asking $950 now. At $900, in the room with me at $900. Any advance on $900? At $900 then, calling fair warning and selling in the room to my bidder at $900. Sold at $900, and that's to paddle 184. And lot 1033 is the Pierre L'Espérance little baptismal ewer, and we've got a bid at 400. Thank you. I've got 400 bid and asking 425 now. Bid is with Andrew at 425 and 50 and 75 and 550. 550 is with me in the room at $550 bid and asking 6. At 500, 6 again, 650. 7 is next. I have 650 with my bidder in the room at 650. At $650, asking 700. At 700, 750, 800 back to you. Still with me in the room at 750 and asking 800. At $750, 8 against online, 850, 900 asking. Still back to my original bidder at $850 and asking 9. At $850, I'll ask if there's any advance on $850 and be selling now in the room with my bidder at $850. Call fair warning and selling, sold $850, and that's to paddle 695. And lot 1034 now is this magnificent snuff box by Joseph Sassville, and I've got opening bid with Andrew at 600 and asking 650. And 700, I've got 750 in the room. I've got 700 here, 750 if you like, 8 against, 850, 900 to either of you. It's 900 online. 950 I have in the room with my bidder at the back at 950. Next bid's 1,000 I have. Next bid's 1,100. 11 I have. 11 asking 12. 12 I have. 13 now. At 13 I have. Asking 14. 14 is bid. Asking 15. I have 15 asking 16. 16 online. 17 is next. 17 is with me in the room at 17 and asking 1,800. I have 18. New bidder at 18, asking 19. Sorry. At 1,800, 1,900 now, and back in and asking 2,000. It's your bid, Andrew, at 19. Paris in at 2,000. Next bid's 2,200. You're in at 22. I've got 22 back with Paris still at 22 and asking 24. At 2,200, 24 is now bid, asking 26. All still with Parisa at 2,400, asking 26. At 2,400, 26 is in, thank you, and asking 28. 28 now quickly, and the next bid will be 3,000. At 2,800 and asking 3,000 now. At $2,800, a call fair warning now. 3,000 just in time. At 3,000, next 32, and still going, all in the same platform with Parisa at 32 and asking 34. At $3,200 now, I'm going to call fair warning at 32 and sell at 3,200 to your order. And fair warning and sold at 3,200. 7026, thank you. And 1035 is the Pierre L'Espérance beaker on foot, and we'll begin this at 400. I have 400, thank you, asking 425 now. At $400 and 425 and 50 and 75. I have 475 and 500. I have 475 in the room and asking 5. At 5 and 550 I have, and 6 is next. At 550 with me in the room. And new bidder, I have 600, thank you, at 6 and asking 650 and 7. I have 650 on my right, asking 700. 700 I have at the back, and 750 and 8 if you like. 8 I have, 850, 900. At 850 here on my right at 850 and asking 9. At 850 on my right and asking 9. At 850 then, any advance on $850, call fair warning, selling with me in the room at 850. Fair warning, sold at $850. And that is to paddle 695. And perhaps the star lot of the sale is the Paul Lambert chalice. Unlikely to see another one of this vintage. And we'll start this off at, we've got bids at, I have 11,000 bid, asking 12,000. I have 11,000, thank you, asking 12,000. 11,000 bid. Asking 12,000. $11,000 bid, asking 12,000 now. 12,000 I have. 13,000 is next. 13,000 I have. 14,000 asking. I have $13,000 asking 14. At 13,000 asking 14 now. 14 I have. 15 is next. 15,000 is bid, asking 16,000. At 15,000, 15,000 asking 16. At 15,000 with Parisa at 15,000 asking 16. At 15,000, 16 is still going on the 17 now. Thank you. Asking 18. At 17,000 asking 18. 19,000, thank you. The next bid is 20,000. At 19,000, the bid is with 22. So we've jumped now. The bid is at 22,000, asking 24. 26. 28. At $26,000 bid, asking 28. Anyone in the room can jump in at any time. At $26,000 bid, at $26,000, any advance on $26,000, and calling fair warning now at $26,000. fair warning, and selling to Paris's order, sold at 26,000.
7008.
7008. Thank you very much. And 1037 now is the patent. Yes, and Parisa, you're in at? I've got a bid at $200, asking 225. At $200 bid, 225, 250, 275 now, asking 300. 300, I saw both hands go up. You're at 325, 350, 375, and 400, and 25, and 50, and 75, and 500, and 50. 600 I have with Paris's order at 6 and asking 650 now. At $600 bid, asking 650, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950. At $900, and still with Parisa here at $900, asking 950 now. At $900, any advance on 900, and selling now at $900. Fair warning, sold 900.
7008.
Thank you. And 1038 now, this is the Peter Bolle tankard or can, and lovely, lovely heavy piece, and start me off here at $500 a lot. Looking for an opening bid here at $500, at $500, at $500. A bid of 500, thank you. I've got 500 here and asking 550. 500 is with me at 500 and asking 550. At 550, I've got Parisa in at 550. At $550, asking 600. At 550 with Parisa at 550. Any advance on $550? At 550 then with Parisa's order at 550. Fair warning at 550 and sold at 550.
7025.
25. Thank you. And this is another 18th century piece. This is the Jonas Schindler piece. And we'll begin this at $600. 6 I have, asking 650, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950. I have 950 in the room and asking $1,000 now. It's at with 950 with me and my bidder in the room at $1,000. Again, 1,100. 12 back to you. Still with me in the room at 1,100 and asking 12. At $1,100, asking 12. At $1,100, 1,200. 13. 14 to you. At 13 is with me in the room at 13 and asking 1,400. At 13 and asking 14. At 1,300, my bidder in 14. 1,500 asking. At $1,400, it's online at 14 asking 15. At $1,400, calling fair warning now at 14. Any advance at 1,400. Fair warning and selling online. Sold 14, Parisa.
7013.
13.
Yes.
And 1040 now, this is the Francois Lefebvre tablespoon and a New France example, very rare, and we'll begin this at, I have 225, thank you, 250, 275, 275 I have, 300 I have, and 325, and 325, and 350, and 375, and 4. At 375, I have 4 now in the room. New bidder at 400, asking 425. At $400, the bid is with me in the room at 400. At $400, asking 425. At $400, the bid is with me in the room against you both now, with me, my bidder in the room, and calling fair warning at 400. Fair warning at 400. Sold at 400, and that's to paddle 695. And 1041 now is the, again, an 18th century piece by the well-known silversmith Francois Renvoise. And we'll begin this. Andrew's in at 600. 650 I have. 700 against. 750. 800. 850. 900. 950. $1,000. 1,100. $1,000 is with me in the room and asking 1,100 now. $1,000 bid in the room asking 1,100. 1,200. 13. Still with my original bidder at 1200, 13 against, 14, 15. At 1,400 in the room with me, 15 against, 16 I have, 17. 17 is bid, 18, 19. New bidder, brand new bidder. Paris is in at 19, asking 2,000. Back in the room with me at 2,000, 2,200 to either of you. In the room at $2,000. 22 against now. Xander's bid at 22, asking 24 I have. In the room at 24, asking 26. At 2,400, asking 26. 26, Paris is back in at 26, asking 28. 28 I have. In the room at 28. 3,000, Andrew's in. 32 is next. Your bid is in at 3,000, asking 32. At $3,000, the bid is with Andrew at 3,000. At $3,000, any advance on 3,000, and fair warning at $3,000. Sold, that is 3,000 to paddle 3,000. 1042 is the Middleburger & Co. Soup ladle, another lovely heavy example. We'll begin this at $300 to the lot. At $300, it's there at the desk at $300, asking $325 now. At $300, the bid is there at the desk at $300. At $300 then, selling at the maiden bid at $300, fair warning at $300, sold $300. And we will then move to 1043. This is the Curzon basting spoon. Again, an unusual thing, and start me off here at $250. $250, I've got $250 at the desk and asking $275. At $250, asking $275 now. At $250, any advance on $250, and selling to the same buyer at $250. And 1044 now. This is the lovely little Robert Hendry child's mug, and we'll begin this at $200. At $200, $200. I've got $200 here and asking $225 now. Bid is with me at $200, asking $225. At $200, $225. Paris, $250, $250. Paris has got the bid at $250, $275, asking $300. At $275, asking $3. At $275, asking $300. Are we all through at $275? It's with Paris's order and selling her way at $275. Fair warning, sold $275. Thank you. And 1045 is this little thimble cup. And we'll begin this at $250. I've got Paris in at $250 and asking $275 now. At $250 bid and asking $275. Andrew's in. $300 is next. I've got $275 bid and asking $3. At $300. $325. $325 is bid. $350 is next. At $325 with Andrew at $325 and asking $350 now. $350. $375 if you like. I have $350 bid and asking $375. At $350 bid with preset $350 and asking $375. We're going to be all through at $350 and selling now at $350. Fair warning. $375. Are you still going? $375. Still all with preset $375 and asking for $400. Thank you. Asking $425. $425 is bid. At $425, asking $450 now. At $425, asking $450. We all through at $425? Calling fair warning now at $425. And sold, Parisa, your order at $425. 7013. And 1046 now is the large stuffing spoon and 2 tablespoons. We'll begin this lot at $150. Andrew's in at $150 and asking $175 now. At $150 bid and asking $175. At $175 is in and asking $2. At $175, 2 is bid here and asking $225. I'm in the room now at $200 and asking $225. $225 against, asking $250. At $225 at the desk and asking $250 now. At $225, bids with Andrew at $225. Any advance on $225? Selling then with his order at $225. Sold $225. And that's to paddle $3,000. And 1047, this is the first of the reliquary crosses. I love the example here by Pierre L'Espérance. And we've got bids at $250 with preset $250 and asking $275 now. At $250 bid and asking $275. Bids there at $250, $275 with me in the room, thank you, and asking $300. At $275, the bid is with me in the room at $275 and asking $3. At 275, in the room with me, asking 300, 300, 325, 350. At 320, you're in at 325, asking 350. My bid on the left at 325. Any advance on 325? With me in the room and selling at 325 then. Fair warning, sold 325, and that's to paddle 303. And 1048, another little cross and a Sacred Heart. And we'll start this off at $300 for the two items. At $300, I have $300 at the desk and asking $325 now. At $300, asking $325. At $300, any advance on $300? At $300 then, and selling at $300, sold $300 to the desk. And 1049 now. Henry and Leslie, this is the baptismal ewer and stand, and we'll begin this at $300 the lot. At $300 I have. $300 asking, and $300 I have at the desk and asking $325. At $300. $300 bid. Any advance on $300? And selling to the desk at $300. Same buyer. And 1055 now. This is the holy oil container. And we'll start this off at $150. $150 I have, asking $175, $175, and $2, and $25. I have $200 on my left, asking $220, $225, $250. At $225, then on my right at $225 in the room with me at $225, asking $250. Any advance on $225 and selling now at $225. Sold $225 to paddle $695. And 1051 now. This is the little John Leslie Child's mug, and we'll start this off at $150. Looking for an opening bid here at $150. $150 asking. Any interest in this at $1? No. Oh, just in time. Parisa, thank you. I've got a bid here at $150. At $150 online with Parisa's order at $150. At $150. Any advance on $150? And I will sell that for $150. Fair warning at $150. Sold $150. And 1052 now. This is the Daniel Boas ladle, an unusual maker, and we'll begin this at $250 for the lot for this lovely ladle. $250 asking. $250 on bid, thank you, asking $275. At $250 bid with me in the room at $250 and asking $275 now. At $250 asking $275. Are we all through at $250? At $250 and selling in the room at $250 and sold at $250 to paddle $695. And 1053 now are the lovely pair of sauce ladles in the fiddle and thread pattern, marked for J.G. Joseph of Toronto, and we'll begin these at $200 for the pair. $200 for the pair of sauce ladles. $200 I have, $225, $250, $275, $300. I have $300 bid in the room and asking $325 now. $300 a bid, $325 here. New bidder on my left. $350, $375, $400, $425, and $50. And $75. $450's with me in the room at $450 and asking $475 now. At $450 in the room with me at $450. Any advance on $450? $475 back in. $500 is next. At $475, asking $500. We're all through now. $500 back in just in time and $550. $500 then. Any advance on $5 and selling now for $500. $550 again. $600 at $550 then. On my left at $550 and selling in the room at $550. Sold $550 paddle $184. And $10.54 now. This is the William Learmont spoons, and these are the fiddle and shell pattern, an unusual thing, and start me off at $150 for the lot. $150 for the lot for the spoons at $150 only. At $150, $150, $175, $200. Two I have, $225, $250, $275, $300. I have $275 here on my left at $275 and asking $3. At $275 asking $3. At $275, any advance on $275 and selling now at $275. Sold at $275 and that's the paddle $184. And this is one of the very few pieces of maritime silver we have. This is the Peter Nordbeck mustard pot, and we'll start this off at $200, $225, $250, $275, 275, 300, 325 I have, 350 asking now. It's with me in the room, 350, 375, 400 to you. Still with me in the room at 400, 425, 450, 450, 475, 500 back to you. 500 is in, 550, 600, and 50, and 7, and 50, and 8, and 50, and 9, and 50. Next bid's $1,000. Still with 1,000, 1,100, 12 to you. 1,100 is with me in the room at $1,100. At $1,100, and call fair warning now at 1,100 and selling with me in the room. No, they're back in at 12. Sorry, 13, 14 to you. Still with me in the room at 1,300. At $1,300, any advance on $1,300. And we'll call fair warning now at 13. At $1,300 in the room and selling at 13. And sold at $1,300 to paddle 900. And 1056 now. This is the magnificent Savage and Lyman entree dish. And we've got Andrew in at $1,000 asking $1,100 now. At $1,000 bid and asking $1,100. 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000, 22. I've got 2,000 online at asking 2,200. At $2,000, the bid is with Andrew at 2,000, asking 22. At $2,000 bid online, asking 2,200. At $2,000 bid, any advance on 2,000? Call fair warning at $2,000. And selling now at 2,000. Sold at 2,000 to paddle 3,000. And 1057 now. This is a Henry Jackson tablespoon, and we'll begin this at $100. Any interest here at $100? $100 anywhere? We're going to have one unsold lot at $100. No one wants a souvenir? Thank you. I've got a bid of $100. Thank you. Any advance on $100? At $100 only, and selling to the maiden bid at $100. Call fair warning. Sold at $100, and that's to paddle 184. And 1058 now. It's a group of early tongs, and we'll start this lot off at $200. At $200 for the Canadian sugar tongs at $200. $200, $200. Perhaps this is going to be the unsold lot at $200. We'll call fair warning then, pass that lot at $200. 1059 now. This is the Robert Osborne child's mug. Again, very unusual to find any hollowware marked by this maker. We'll begin this at $200. At $200, little child's mug, $200. $200? $200 only? Okay, we're going to move along to 1060 then. This is the Robert Hendry, very typical with these chased flowers, and we'll start this off at $200 for this lot. At $200, the little silver mug at $200, at $200. $200. Okay, move me along to 1061 now. This is the pair of tablespoons by Philippe Boivin and Francois Sasseville, and we begin the lot at $100 for the 2 tablespoons. At $200. $200 asking, $200. Right, we'll move along now to 1062. Thank you, I've got a bid here in the room with me. Sorry, that's for 1061 at $100 for the, I said 2. It was for the 2 of them. Sorry, I was confused because I'd moved on to the next lot. So that was for 1061, and we were looking for an opening bid the estimate was 200 to 300. So what was the opening bid? Yeah, we'll split it in the middle. 150, fair dues. Sold 150, and that's to paddle 184. Okay, so now we are on 1062. This is the Etter spoon and from Halifax, and the other piece by Robert Hendry. We'll begin here. We've got bids at 175. Who's in at 170? Priest is in at 175 and asking 200. I have 175 bid and asking 2. At $175 bid asking 2. Any advance on $175? At 175 then, and selling with Priest's order at 175. Fair warning, 175. Sold. 8? 3. Oh, sorry. And 1063 now. is this lovely little example of a Robert Henry mug, and we'll begin this lot at $200. At $200, looking for an opening bid here at $200. At $200. 200. Apparently a little, oh, thank you, Parisa, at 200. At $200, asking $225. At $200 bid and asking $225. At $200, asking $225. Are we all through now with the opening bid and selling with Parisa's order at $200 and sold $200? 7025. And 1064 now is the magnificent Gilles Beaugrand silver chalice, and this one has a diamond inlaid in the cross. Andrew, you're in at $850 bid, thank you, and asking $900. At $850 bid, $900, $950, $1,000. $1,000 I have in the room. $1,100 is next. I got $1,000 here and asking $1,100. $1,000 bid on or in the room and asking $1,100. $1,000 is in the room with me at my bidder at $1,000. At $1,000, any advance at $1,000 with me in the room and selling at $1,000 and sold at $1,000 to paddle 695. And 1065 now is this little nun's cross, and start me off here at $100. Looking for an opening bid here at $100, the little cross. Nice little souvenir of the sale at $100. Any interest here at 100? No, we're going to quickly move along then to 1066. This is a crucifix, and we'll begin this at, Andrew's in at 200 and asking 225 now. At $200 bid and asking 225. At $200 bid and asking 225. Any advance on 200? And selling the online order at $200. Fair warning at 2, sold 200. That's to paddle 3,000. And 1067 here as the pair of Sacred Hearts, one of which opens, and we'll start this off at 250 for the lot. 250, 250 asking. At 250, 250 anywhere? No, we'll move along quickly now to 1068. This is the William Learmont King's Pattern Flatware, and we'll start this off at 250. I've got a bid at $250 and asking 275 now. At $250 bid at, sorry, what are we? Oh, because he jumped to the, oh, there was, okay. So I'm at, yes, I'm at 250 asking 275. Any advance in $250? Fair warning at 250 and sold at 250 to paddle 230. And 1069 are the lodge badges, the regalia badges from Ellis in Toronto. We'll start this lot at $300 the lot. It's only $100 each at $300. At $300 for the lot, any interest here at 300? At 300 anywhere? At 300? Okay, we will move along to 1070 now. This is the RCMP commemorative silver bowl, and of course this is commemorating the 100th anniversary in 1973 of the formation of the Northwest Mounted Police, and we'll begin this at $600 a lot. $600, looking for an opening bid, what's at 600? 600 anywhere? At 600. No, we'll save that till Canada Day. 1071 now. This is the Emerson Houghton Arts and Crafts Comport. We'll begin this at, we've got Parisa in at 400, asking 425 now. At $400 bid, asking 425. At $400 bid online and asking 425 now. At $400 bid online at 425. Any advance on $400? That's 400 and going to be selling online at 400. Sold to Parisa's order at 400. 3. And 1072 is the Carl Pole Peterson Comport. This is of the more familiar form, and we've got bids in at 500. 500 is bid and asking 550 now. I have $500 bid and asking 550. 600. 600, 650. 700. I have 650 in the room and asking 700. 750. I have 700 online asking 750. Still going at 750 and asking 8. At 8 is in and asking 850. 850 is bid and asking 9. At $850 bid online and asking $900 now. At $850 asking 9. Are we all through at $850? At $850 then. Fair warning at $850. And sold for $850 with Parisa's order.
7003.
Thank you, 7003. And 1073, This is the Peapod Paul Peterson. Andrew's in at 700 and asking 750 now. At $700 bid and asking 750. This is the more unusual of the two, and asking 750. 700 bid, asking 750. At $700 bid, are we have any advance? 750. 800 now to you, Andrew. I've got Parisa in at 750 and asking 8. At 750, asking 800 and still going at 800. You're in at 800, asking 850 now. Thank you. And 900 would be next. At 850 with Parisa at 850. Any advance on $850. At 850, asking 900. Are we all through at 850? Call fair warning at 850 then. And selling, sold 850. 7033. And 1074 is the Paul Peterson butter knife. And we've got 275 bid, asking 300. At $275 bid and asking 3 is in now and asking 325. 325 is in and 350. Yeah, you're at 350 now. 375. Everybody run out and find your Paul Peterson butter knives at 300. You're at 350, right? And 375 asking. Are we all through now at 350? Call fair warning at 350. And sold at $350 to 7003. Thank you. And we're getting down to, oh, look what's up next. The one and only Ross Morrow Silver Goblet. And who would like to have this for $200? $200 is bid in the room. Gosh, it probably scraps at that. At $200 in the room, asking $225. It's going to a good home at $200 and call, oh, $225, $250, $275, $300, and $25. At $300 then, at $300 and still going to a good home. Fair warning at $300, sold $300, and that's to paddle $695. And $1076 now is the Hibid bracelet, West Coast, and we'll start this off at $275. I have 300 asking, Andrew in at $275 and 3 Jeff's in and $325 I have and $350 now. I have $325 on the line and $350, $75 and $425 and $50, $75. $50 is order on $4 then. 50, fair warning at 450 and sold 450. That's your order, Jeff.
For what?
1001. Thank you. And 1077 now are the 2 West Coast spoons, and we'll start this lot off at $200 the lot. $200 for the West Coast spoons, and you're just here at 200. At $200. Now, well, we'll go now to the very last lot of the sale, one of the most interesting and a lot of fun pieces in the entire sale, and start this off at, I've got $200, $225, $250, $275, asking 3. I've got $275 online with $300 now, $325 in the room, $350 asking, $350 I have, $375 in the room with me, and $400 is next, $400, $425, and $50, and $75, and $5, and $50, and $6. $550 in the room, asking 6. At $550 then, we're going to be all through and selling in the room. Fair warning, and sold at $550 to paddle $695. With that, I thank you all for attending this very special sale.